Jake Molberg back on the Backpens and Beyond Rodeo Network here with a 24-year-old bareback rider from Mondovi, Wisconsin. Nick, it's a beautiful day in northern Wisconsin. The coffee is flowing. Good day to talk about bareback riding. Longtime friend of the program, Nick Pelke. Nick, what part of the world are you in today?
Man, I'm actually back home staring at the beautiful green grass and beautiful trees, and just like you're saying, the beautiful weather up here in northern Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's a good day. You know, Nick, I was looking through the standings, and we talked a little bit before we started recording. You've been as high as 10th place in the world standings this year. I think at the moment you're down to 18th in the standings. Only just about 6,100 separates you from the 15th place man in the world standings for bareback riding. Nick, what's it been like the past few weeks, and what's your approach? You know, has it been a grind, or are you loving the process right now being on the bubble?
Yeah, a little bit of both. It's been it's kind of stressful. I won't lie. I sat at 16th for a very long time, for probably 3 weeks in a row, and it just seemed like I could never, every time I'd get them for a lick here or there, I could never get bumped back up in the top 15. But, I travel with a really good guy, Tanner Austin, and he's kept me really positive and just not worrying about what's happening right now, but worrying about, like it'll all come together at the end of the year kind of deal. And just the best thing you can do is go make the best ride you can on whatever they run underneath you, and that's all you can control. So that was a big learning curve that, the last couple of weeks, is just learning to be short-minded. Some stuff's not going to go your way, and it might seem like it's taking you out of NFR contention, but it's, like you said, it's only $6,100 between 18th and 15th, and that can, that can change in one rodeo. So yeah, it's been a grind, but I've also loved it. I guess that's how we do it, because we love it. And if we didn't love it, we probably wouldn't go as hard as we do.
So hypothetically speaking, we obviously we're trying to make that push for the National Finals Rodeo right now, but you sit just above $80,000 in earnings for the year. I think there's still something to be said for being able to make your living this way. It's had to have been a good time, and you've made good money this year.
Yeah. This is by far the best year I've ever had rodeoing. Between, the PRCA, the WCRA, and the Kid Rock's Rockin' Rodeo, I've been very blessed in many different ways, with being on the winning team at Kid Rock and doing pretty dang good at the WCRAs. And then, this year was, it kind of proved to me that, I am a player, and once you get that little bit of confidence in you, I think it helps you, believe in yourself, and you tend to go out there and make a little more money than you had before.
Yeah, you mentioned being a player. Just taking a look back, you've had a lot of success in this area this year. You take a look back, that weekend of Spooner, Wisconsin, Hamel, Minnesota, and Isani had a really big weekend. You walk away with $4,000 from Hamel. You take the win in Isani on a really good one, a Dakota Rodeo, American Graffiti, and then you go and win Spooner on Jayco. You make over $3,000. Had a really big weekend here. Is that kind of part of your mindset or your approach? Is I might not win every single one of them, but if I can draw a check, then I'm moving in the right direction, because there haven't been many rodeos this summer that you've been shut out at.
Yeah, like every dollar counts at the end of the year, and like we only get 100 rodeos to go to, that counts towards the world standings, and the 100 that we choose. So, to make the NFR, you got to make, 12, at least, average right at $1,200 a rodeo at 100 rodeos. 120,000 is probably what it's going to take this year to make it, in that, bottom couple holes, it's probably going to be right there at 120,000. So anytime you enter a rodeo and you have it counting towards the world standings, you dang sure need to be winning some money. And I think that's a big thing, is just even if you don't have the one to win it on, and not being discouraged, but just going and making something work, something out of nothing. There's a lot of guys that turn a lot of stuff out just because they don't have the couple top 5 in the pen or whatever. And I've been riding that bubble all year, and I've had to go get on everything pretty much, and just try to make something work just to win some money, because I have the luxuriousness of being in the top 10, top 5, whatever, where you can relax a lot more. You can turn some of that stuff out, and that, I think that's made me grow up a bunch too. It's made me respect the game a lot, and go out there and compete on whatever they draw you, and if you can win on anything, I think it proves that you're at another level.
You've got a little over a month and a half until the end of the season. You've had a really good summer, but as you make this final push here in the month of August and the months of September, there's still a lot of rodeos and a lot of money up for grabs out there. Do you have any rodeos or any horses in particular that you're looking forward that you think can help you get over the hump here as we continue through the 2024 campaign?
Yeah, we're going to hit this Northwest run out there in the Northwest United States. And, any of them, Calgary A-stringers like Agent Links, Yippee Kibitz, Disco Party, if I could get on something, that's got a big name for itself, and crack one on one of them, I think I've already respected well in the game itself, but I haven't really got to get on any of them big name horses where I can go be 90 plus and really notch their name down on the book. And so that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for one of them, and not that that's gonna make or break in NFR, but I think it opens guys' eyes a little bit when you get on one like that. And if you haven't been on one, it allows you to kind of show off and be like, hey, I am legit, and I haven't got to get on one of them horses yet.
Well, you make a good point there. Nick Pelke, Mondovi, Wisconsin, comes into today number 18 in the PRCA World Standings for the bareback riding. Nick looking to make a push for his first National Finals Rodeo. Nick, thanks for joining us on the program today.
Thank you, Jake.